Hi, Amber Hurdle here with Amber Hurdle Consulting, and I'm here yet again another week with an impromptu video based on the coaching and consulting conversations I've had from the past week in light of coronavirus. Um, Here we are, shelter in place. Um, Most people are at home. If you're a non-essential business, you're at home, and there is something knocking on your door, and that's something very unfamiliar and perhaps strange to see and view and have to mess with, and those weird things that are popping up in your everyday right now. Those are your feelings. Those are the things that you have been shoving down, that you have been distracted with long hours and deadlines and a terrific economy. It's what work drama drowns out. It's what travel drowns out. It's what you don't have to deal with because you've found a way to just have a cocktail at the end of the day or any other addictive behavior. And I'm not picking on anybody. I'm not. I'm just saying I think there's a common thread right now that everybody is having to sit with feelings and emotions. And those of us who are pretty hardcore business people, we have ample reasons to find productive ways to just completely put those on the shelf and then carry on with life. So this video is going to be about tackling those feelings, and maybe not tackle, maybe that's an Amber way of doing it. Given what I do for a living, I have to charge through dealing with the feelings that bubble up in me every day. I have to throw every resource at it. My husband could watch this and probably be tickled laughing so much because I just, I take it to the mat. I straight tackle it. But again, if I'm not dealing with that kind of stuff, then how can I do what I do for a living, which is coaching and consulting and speaking and getting up and showing up for other people every single day. So I want you to know it can be done. I am a former workaholic. I might still be in recovery. And I also was really good at numbing things and finding ways to busy myself as to not have to deal with my crap. So what I want you to understand about emotions and feelings um, and really, maybe some of those things where you want to think about what you actually want for your future or how you want your life to go, but you just never feel like you've had the time to sit down and deal with that. When you're stuck in your house all day and it's just you and, some tiger show on Netflix, which I will not watch, just saying right now, won't happen. I will get the Girl Scout badge for not having watched where the tiger show is by the end of COVID-19. But when you are stuck with just those things, this is a beautiful opportunity, a fantastic opportunity for you to really look within. And you can always sidestep something. You can try to go around it. You can try to dig under it. But unless you are willing to go through it, I'm telling you, you will keep going around the same stinking mountain for the rest of your life. And that's exhausting in and of itself. Like, I get wore out when I can't just fight through something. And so here's what I would suggest for you to do um, in order to come out of this like a more whole person. I want you to come out of this with a clear vision of who you are as a person and how that impacts the big picture and how you fit into the big picture. And the first step in Velvet Machete branding is the personal branding aspect, because without self-awareness, you can't see and harvest the greatness in others. So that's a critical piece. So when we're identifying what it is that's bubbling up inside of you that might be coming out sideways through your ear or some crazy way, is just call it what it is. So figure out what it is that you're dealing with. Is it fear? Is it uncertainty? And y'all, I'm not talking about fear and uncertainty around a global pandemic. I'm talking about your life. I'm talking about when all's said and done and the world does not come to an end and we all come back to normal. What's going on in your life? Is there fear there? Is there uncertainty there? Is there anger? Is there insecurity? There's a lot of different things that are bubbling up for people right now, and because there's no distraction to deal with it, and so, or to cover it up. So just identify it, call it what it is, give it a name. One thing I do like to do is, and this might be a little bit much for you, like let's just start ground level. This is what I'm feeling. For me, or maybe if you're more accustomed to processing this kind of stuff, um, where is it in your body? Is it in your heart? Is it in your head? Do you feel sick to your stomach? Identifying that and just like sitting with it and asking, like, is this real? Like, is my body really responding this way? What can I do with that information? Because that is your body trying to get your attention. Okay. So there's nothing, you're not weak, you're not stupid. This is your body saying, hey, over here, can you pay attention to this? Because I'm trying to serve you. I'm trying to get you to a better place, and I'm trying to get you to your next highest self. Because we're always becoming. We are never going to get there. Okay. This is a journey. We are all on it together. But when we're stuck at home by ourselves, we need to process what's going on inside. So call it what it is, name it, identify where it is in your body if you want to go that far. And then the thing I think is really important, and I have to catch myself sometimes doing this, and I preach this all the time, especially to my coaching clients, is be curious. Be curious about it. Just kind of like look at it. Like, what is this thing? And why did this come out? And how is this serving me? What does this mean for me? What is it that I'm supposed to learn through this? And when you're curious about something and you're not judgmental of yourself, then you can let go of like the guilt and the shame, or that I'm stupid, or I'm never going to be enough, or if I deal with this, then people will think I'm crazy, or whatever that looks like for you. Just having a real sense of curiosity around what it is that you're feeling will help you process it in a healthy, productive way and not in a demeaning way. Again, because it's all meant for you to grow. And if we're going to be locked up at home, then let's be useful with this time. Let's find resources to help you through whatever that is. If you're a bookworm like me, I read books all the time. And if you're not uh, like a big reader, then there's Audible. There's different books you can listen to. If that's too much for you, then find a quick little YouTube video or a podcast episode or something that might be a little more bite size, or an article. You can take an online course. There's so much stuff out there, especially right now. Everybody's hitting that online space ridiculously. There's everything from dealing with anger to dealing with grief to um, how to be happy and single and not have to date. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff going on right now in this world. There's a niche for everything. So there's absolutely no reason for you to avoid moving through what it is that you need to move through while you have the time to do it, and you don't have all the distractions that are hitting you in the face with just the nonstop work that so many people experience in their life. Um, Also, I want to encourage you to be patient with the people around you, because they're probably going through this too. So don't be judgmental of yourself, and please don't judge the people who are around you. Again, just approach everything with a sense of curiosity and not judgment. I believe that's a Walt Whitman quote. And speaking of quotes, one of the ones that I love, Andy Stanley, he is a fantastic speaker and totally not a judgmental dude, totally not a religious dude. I love how he approaches everything. But one of my favorite quotes of his is, in light of your past experience and your current circumstances and your future hopes and dreams, what is the wise thing for you to do? So let me say that again. In light of your past experience, your current circumstances, and your future hopes and dreams, what is the wise thing for you to do? And so that's the question that I'm going to leave you with. Of course, I have been coaching and doing online everything for 8 years now. And that's how I'm spending the majority of my days, is really helping people process through what's going on at work and then also in life. And right back there, my beloved blue couch. I usually love to have people who are in the greater Nashville area, or people who fly in or drive in to see me, to sit there so I can like feel right there with them. But in times like this, it's online, and we have wonderful, fabulous tools that if you would have told me as a kid we had, I would just thought we had gone straight to the Jetson house. So take advantage of those. I'll drop a link in the description where you can book something. I usually only work with very specific types of people, and it's usually beyond a lot of people's price range, but I'm making some significant adjustments right now. So if you're struggling, I'm not a therapist. I will refer out if it is that level. But if you really want to explore what is going on with you right now, as a professional, as an individual, and you want a little shortcut to processing through of that with a thought partner, I'd be delighted to do that. So, anyways, I hope you do not squander this time. It is no mistake that you are gifted with more time, and I know it's a scary time, and I know that everybody's uncertain, and we all don't know how everything's going to turn out, but we can find the best in everything. And I think the best thing to do right now is to dig deep, unite with those friends who will support you through it, have your text message buddies and your Zoom cocktail parties, and be sure that you capitalize on this time so that you can evolve as a person and as a professional and as a leader, and come out on the other side of this stronger than ever. So lots of love to everybody out there. We're all in this together, and I'll see you next video.